I'm the oldest of 12 children, and this is my tribute to my sister Dianne, who was born April 3rd, 1943. Dianne loved beauty. The farm was the source of a lot of that beauty. She loved nature and all the beauty it created. She also created her own beauty, being an artist. Here's a painting she made in 1975 with a roots theme when she went to college. In 2002, Dianne created a project she made for the Green Bay Library. My first pleasant memory of Dianne is us getting a picture taken on a bench at a professional picture studio. I remember the photographer asking us to cross our legs. She was 2 and I was 4. Look at the pretty bows in our hair. Another pleasant memory is of us and our cows. Dianne, Elaine, and I always did chores like milking the cows together. Here's a picture of us playing cowboys. Here's a picture of my cow, Nellie. This was Dianne's cow, named Cutie. Elaine's cow was named Pisser. The damn cow would always take a piss when she milked it. We were between 6 and 12 years old. Our dad would always tell me, "Go wake Dianne," because it seemed like she was always sleeping. I would go up and down those darn stairs to try and get her out of bed. I think Dad liked me having to go up and down the stairs. I would be greeted by Dianne throwing things and yelling at me constantly. She didn't want to get out of bed. Dianne and I received our first communion, and we got a beautiful cake from Aunt Alma. If you notice, the chair has an eagle carved on the back. I used to love rubbing my fingers on the eagle carving. Family was important to Dianne throughout her life. I really miss talking with her. We could talk often and share stories. We understood each other and didn't have to explain what we meant. Mom and Dad made the farm a home for all of us and tried to treat us all equally. Here's a story. Dad would open up a can of shrimp and give each of us a toothpick, and we'd line up to get a shrimp until the can was gone. Here's a picture of Dad. This picture was important to Dianne because Dad was so handsome. We talked about Mom and Dad often, as we both miss them so much.
Come, let me love you. Let me give my life to you.
Speaking of family, Joe was her one true love, because without Joe, there wouldn't be a Jeff. Jeff was her whole world. She had 25 copies of Jeff's baby picture made to give out to the family. The last time I saw her in October of 2014, I was in denial of how sick she was. She was so brave through this and never complained about what she was going through. She asked if I would help and mail out pictures she selected for her brothers and sisters for Christmas. She talked and described each picture and asked me to write something on each picture, and that's what we did together. She had a whole bunch of purses and a lot of items she wanted to share with the family. A lot of the pictures you see here were those treasures. We talked about one of Dianne's final requests. It was to be laid to rest next to Mom and Dad. I miss her voice. I miss talking with her, and when I think of something to share with her, it hits me that she's not here. I'm so happy she got to see the farm with Jeff near the end. This tribute tries to touch on how I felt about my sister Dianne. Rest in peace, Dianne. I love you.
Like a walk in the rain.